So please free me, God, let me find solutions. Don't let these calluses from work just be a nuisance. Tight grip on the moment, no slack, no give, no looseness. Trusting in myself.
Yo, what's up, CriTiC? Click, click. Hey, I-Dle fans, so if you already seen my breakdown to this, then you know that halfway through the entire thing, I thought it was about music. I thought she was talking about her love for music, but, you know, in some interpretation way, if you want to look at it that way, you know, it could be that, you know, she's talking about her bad relationship in music, but it makes a lot more sense that it's about being a lesbian or being gay, because re-listening to it, I'm like, man, this makes a lot more sense. So, I mean, that's probably what it's going to explain to me here. So, let's check it out, man. I want to know anything that I missed. I'm not trying to have any bad information on my channel. Make sure I don't get anything wrong here, you know what I mean? So, hopefully, if you watched my last breakdown, you watch this one too. Alright, let's do this, man.
Oh my God, she took me to the sky. Oh my God, she showed me all the stars.
I-Dle is my favorite K-pop artist out there right now, and they have just put out the most provocative song out of their entire library. It's called Oh My God. I'm very excited to be explaining this to you guys, and so should you be. So let's just get right into it. Let's start with the lyrics. Starting off, the narrator cries for help. She feels like she is melting and falling into a trap. She can't breathe and asks for herself to be set free, but it's too late. And then the narrator admits that she is absolutely infatuated by this person. This person breaks down the narrator's logic and common sense and completely takes over her mind and body. What makes it more appealing is how the relationship is dangerous and tragic. So eventually the narrator accepts her feelings and takes this person in. And then the big reveal comes in the next verse.
Right, so I feel like I got all of that, but I don't know why I didn't catch it as, like, you know, it's like a gay anthem, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty obvious after you re-listen and think about it.
My God, she took me to the sky. Oh my God, she showed me all the stars.
All I can say is, damn, huh? Sheesh.
This person turns out to be a she, not a he. It becomes clear that this is essentially a song about a woman becoming completely infatuated by another woman and realizing that it's forbidden. But this is what she wants, and it takes her to the sky, making her happy. Now, Korea is still relatively closed off towards LGBTQ relationships, hence why the narrator felt it was dangerous and tragic, and why she felt this love was breaking her logic and common sense.
Oh God, 어찌 저에게 이런 시험을 줬나요? It's a couple man can't stop. 대체 어떻게 그녀를 빠져나갈까요? 당신이 준 절제는 어두운 블랙 호소 가게 지겨져 혼이 나간 채로 그저 어리버리.
Dude, I heard that she wrote and produced the entire album. Do you know how much skill that takes? Dude, that is legit, bro. I don't know if you've ever tried to produce a song. It takes real skill. But to write everything for everybody else and for her and to have flow like this and just be this legit, bro. I'm excited to look into the other stuff, man, because that's just insane, man. I'm like really, really excited to look into this stuff, bro, because the talent. This is why I love K-pop, because the passion is so crazy, man. It's inspiring. But I definitely need to check out a documentary after this. I know I already got one ready to listen to, but I seen this and I really wanted to check this out. But documentary for I-Dle is definitely coming next.
In Soyeon's verse, she questions God why the narrator is facing this paramount test of her willpower. She feels attracted to this woman, but she knows that society will think of her relationship as a sin.
Right, that's why she's in this barbed wire. It's so sick, bro.
However, she steps up by saying that she will gladly take any punishment for this so-called sin, if it even is a sin. And she says that it's like a drug. She can't help it. And also she makes this really weird but cute slurping sound, which I enjoy.
Dude, that part will get stuck in my head, I feel like.
In the very last verse, the narrator becomes fully confident in her love. She accepts and owns it, no longer questions whether or not it's a sin. She says no matter what others say, she'll fall in love, and mutters the Latin words ab imo pectore.
Yeah, when I heard that, that honestly freaked me out. I didn't know what was going on there. And then she whispered some devil's stuff in my ear and just made me like the song more or something. Like she just kind of put me under a spell real quick.
Which means from the bottom of my heart. Aww. She truly loves this woman and it's real love.
See, that makes it sound cute. That makes it sound romantic. But like this whole Undertaker bell and her, I don't know, it just sounded creepy.
Oh my God.
Now this song is interesting because not only does it talk about queer love, but it talks about it in what I would imagine how one would feel about queer love in a country like Korea. The first lines show the narrator wanting to escape from it and sees it as a sin, a trap. But then she starts opening herself up and accepting this as what it is, as something that she wants. And in the later verses, she says this is how she feels from the bottom of her heart, truly. Now, I know there are a few dividing opinions on whether or not this song is actually about queer love, but I think the visuals of the music video all point to this theme.
That too, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too.
But before we go on to the visual analysis, I want to take a quick second for you guys to visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Dkdktv to help us continue the production of the Explain series. These videos take a lot of effort to make, yet the revenue...
Definitely support these guys because they do work pretty hard and they do very well on these Explain videos.
Video. First off, we have the members of I-Dle kissing each other. On top of that, the only male-looking figures in this music video that I've noticed seem to appear in the very first scene of the music video, dragging Minnie down a hallway. And I think these two...
Right, that's what I thought too. That's why I even said in the video it could be about a gay love because you know, all I see is girls showing interest for each other. It's what it seemed like in the video.
Two men represent the social norms of a heteronormative society like Korea. Regardless of how Minnie feels, how the narrator feels, she's expected to like men as she is being dragged by the two here. Then the red wine, blood, or gel falls down on her face and she starts to discover the true wants, the true desires she has. The red represents true pleasure, infatuation, and sexual energy. Minnie, Soyeon, Woogie, and Miyeon all start in relatively white-toned environments, representing perhaps a lack of development of character, a lack of discovery of their true self. They are the way the society expects them to be, and empty of what they truly desire, until they get covered in the red goo liquids and start discovering their true desires of loving women. Now, despite the lyrics showing the narrator fully accepting of their queer love,
I think they could also be saying, like, you're my drug, like, you're my wine, like, you know, you make me feel good, like wine in a way.
the music video depicts it in a way that deems it lustful or sinning. Soyeon rolling in the mud, the black paint on Minnie's hands and body all symbolize the dirtying of oneself. I think this shows how, despite they themselves being confident and accepting of their love, the society shuns it and still considers it taboo. Thus, they are considered dirtied and not pure and are not welcomed. Perhaps I was taking this lesbian anthem theme too far. As a straight guy, honestly, I would love to hear some opinions from the people of the community. So please put down.
Listen, bro, I totally agree with you. I think that it's a gay anthem. From what I've seen, and when you guys told me that, re-listening to it, I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. But, it's definitely open. I think it can be interpreted in multiple ways, though. You know what I mean? It's not all about interpreting it in one way. So that's what makes music so great. So all you I-Dle fans, like I said, I'm going to check out a documentary about them after this. I'm excited to learn all their names, man. I don't like not knowing everybody's name. I especially want to know the one that produced and wrote and is like the core of this entire group, man, because dude, that is insane, man. That is real passion. That is real talent, man. It's awesome. Just inspirational. Like I'll just keep saying that, bro. It's straight inspiration. CriTiCers, thanks for critiquing with me. I love y'all, man. Stay tuned for some more, bro. It's coming soon, I promise. CriTiC out.